Hey guys, today we're going to say goodbye to the Linnies because they're going to a store to find hopefully the best homes they can. And I'm going to show them to you and talk to you about what I'm going to do with my empty basket, which may surprise you. I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond and the new book, Get to Know African Gray and Cape Parrots. My mission is to help reduce the need for rescues by helping you have a more blissful bond with your parrot. If you already knew that I have over 20 species of parrots and that I love parrots, then you're used to hanging out. Hopefully you've already subscribed. Maybe you've already become a YouTube member. Let's get started. Okay, so according to my Citiculture book, there are 3 South American parakeets. Technically, parakeet is the name for a short tail, and that goes up to a certain size. Parrot, like a macaw, is not classified as a parakeet. And mind you, a lot of conures, which are also South American New World parrots, they are also parakeets. But these are like a different classification of the small South American parakeets. And these are one of 3. The other 2 are the Brodigerus, Brodos, and those are really cute. I rescued one earlier this year. Unfortunately, he had probably a congenital liver issue and didn't make it. And the third one is the Sierra parakeet. So I have been very honored and thrilled to have 2 out of the 3. Now, when it comes to Linnies, I adore them. They are amazing. Linnies don't come in a total rainbow of colors. This is the traditional, of course, green, traditional or more natural color. And this is an aqua. I have a couple other colors of Linnies, but these are the babies that are going to the store today. Look at that. They're doing so well. Usually a store picks them up before this because they like to hand feed them. But with hurricane number 2 for Florida, well, it got put off. And so these Linnies have gotten really big. Their feathers have all come out. Look at how big and just beautiful they are. They are around 50 grams as an adult. These guys might be close to that. They get really close to that adult size and weight, as you can see. I mean, basically, these guys are the size pretty much that they will be. Okay, guys, I'm really happy to announce that our Parrot Bliss shop is now open. So if you look down below under the video, there are some of the things that are available in the shop, and we'll be adding as we go. Right now, get ready to add some holiday gear. My daughter, who is in high school and is a great artist and who also loves parrots, she's trying to save some money for college, and so she's making some designs. This one happens to be my design based on, of course, my golden conure. But this one's going to be in the shop, and it's like a heart of holly because I love hearts. Oh, I see. Yours won't have some droppings on it already. And anyway, and some of my daughter's designs are going to be in there. And we're so excited. It's going to help her. She's going to save money for college. Make sure that if you want to support us and if you need an original gift for the holidays, make sure to check out our store and get some awesome parrot bliss. You may not be able to tell. Maybe I'll try to show you. These 2 guys, this one is the youngest. And let's see if you could see a size difference. Can you see a little bit of that? This guy, the younger guy, is just a little less big and full. And you can see some of his feathers are still pinning. Well, I guess they've already pinned, but oh, look at his tail. Do you see how the feathers aren't fully out of the shaft? And same, oh, did you see that in the wing and above the wing too? And this is the youngest. These Linnies are going to be like, they're a little different than the Australian budgies that are often called parakeets. People often think that a budgie is a parakeet and a budgie is a parakeet, but it's not like a lineolated or barred parakeet whose name is Linnie and no one else has that name, a Linnie or a lineolated. With a budgie as a parakeet, you know, parakeet's kind of like the word bird. And I also don't know if you know this or not, I thought this was kind of interesting. In different countries, everybody has different names for the birds. So even sometimes they just use the word parrot or something like that. And so the scientific names make a lot of sense to me because the scientific names are a constant that no matter where you are in the world, that is a name by which a parrot is recognized. Okay, hi cutie pie, you're giving them your back, yeah. Now, Linnies are sexually dimorphic, and these guys might be too young to be able to tell. For them, you look at the tail, and now that I've tortured this guy, I'm going to put him back. And I'm going to see if we can tell a little more. I can kind of, like, I think I can see it. You have to develop an eye to be able to see the things like the sexual dimorphism on some parrots. This guy, do you see the black spots on the tail? Like there? Maybe this one's a male. And maybe if I compare it, I'll be able to tell. Although, like I was saying, sometimes the dimorphism doesn't show until they're a little older. Now, if you look at this tail, it doesn't quite have as much of the black. Hi, pretty thing. Are you a girl? I think maybe you're a hen. And of course, hen is the name for a female parrot. Are you a hen, sweetie? Let's see. And then now we'll compare with the third because there's 3 greens in here. And their greens are just so beautiful. Okay. And that one also doesn't look like it has a lot of extra. I haven't quite developed the eye, and I'm not quite sure on the babies. It's kind of hard to see. But there's my babies. I also would say that these are different than the parakeets or budgies. I like the word budgies better because, you know, budgies is one specific bird, whereas parakeet really is, again, any parrot with a short tail. Oh, look at her. I think this one's female. Do you see how there's a lot less black on her tail? That one has like a stripe of black. I'm not convinced that this is a male, but I think this one's a female. And if I had to guess, that's what I would guess. I would wait for them to get a little older. And of course, you can always get your bird's DNA to know the true gender. And DNAing a bird is as easy as pulling some of their feathers out with the follicle and sending it in for analysis. But anyway, what I keep trying to say is these guys are not as big of a seed eater as the Australian parakeets are. These guys, sure, they eat seeds, but they also really seem to like vegetation. They're pretty good with their vegetables. And I don't know if they're an exception. It's said that they're good with fruits and vegetables, but parrots in general, generally speaking, haven't evolved to digest fruit, and it's really high in fructose. So it's really best to give your parrot vegetables. And I don't know if that is different for this species specifically. I personally give my parrots a lot of veggies, including my Linnies. And I've been very happy with my Linnies. These guys, their personality is just phenomenal. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, I will very quickly tell you that they are just super sweet, super friendly. When they're not tame, they still don't really seem to bite. I don't think I've ever been bitten and had my skin cut by a Linnie. They just seem like really sweet, friendly birds. I just do adore this species. Personally, I also have a cream-colored Linnie, a charcoal-colored Linnie, and what they call mauve. She's kind of purpley. They do have some beautiful colors, even though, for example, budgies come in more colors. I mean, these days I can't believe some of the colors that they breed the budgies into. So these 5 babies are gonna go soon, and so I wanted to do this video before they went. When they go, I'm going to wash the basket real good and disinfect it. This is like my baby carrier. I love it because I'm able to put paper down and then put wood shavings down. And with all the little holes, it gets plenty of breathing, like, you know, a lot of air circulation, but at the same time, I put a little tree stump in here that they can go in, and that way they can stay warm if they need to. But once the lid's on, they can stay safe and secure and feel good. In the meantime, I'm not gonna have an empty nest or basket syndrome because one of my birds that I have been wanting for some time is gonna come my way, and I think I'm gonna get to pick this bird up this week. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna keep it as a surprise. I'm gonna give you a couple of hints, and if you know me, you'll probably know what species it is that I'm looking at. Now, let's see, I'm gonna tell you that this is a species that I will say it's a New World parrot. It is endemic to Mexico and south of Mexico, like Nicaragua, something like that, that region. Like the Linnies, it is not a heavy seed eater. I mean, the Linnies can eat more, they're small. The smaller birds tend to be more of a seed eater. This one's a little bigger. This one should be around 150 grams. And although it's not, I've never heard of it, I don't believe, referred to as a parakeet, so, you know, it doesn't have the long tail. But, you know, its diet is also vegetables and those pellets. Lots of fresh vegetables. So I'm really excited because it's not a common bird. It's one that I've tried to get a couple of times and it hasn't worked. So I'm really thrilled that it's working out. So make sure that you watch over the next couple of days because I'm not exactly sure. It's being DNA'd right now to see if I get the right gender, and then I will be picking it up. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you guys for joining me in this blissful video. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to post them below. It helps the juice for my channel. I hope you enjoyed the Linnies. I do think they are just adorable. I dream of having an aviary of Linnies, and right now I don't have the space, but it's a dream. Thanks for joining me again, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, and I forgot. Oh,